Hey guys, D. Williams here. Day two. We are day two of our 90-day lock in. Day two, day two, day two, day two, day two, 90-day lock in. Okay. I'm going to turn some more lights on, I think. Just a few more lights. Yeah, 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 yeah. I wanted to get just a little bit more lighting. And so, because going live on YouTube, hey TikTok, we are back for our day two 90-day lock in, and I am really excited to be here. Hey, in the house. I'm really excited to be here because it took a lot to get to day two already. Okay, it took a lot to get to day two. So busy, I'm crazy busy, and but I'm committed to this, and I had not already had like my full schedule together, and so people had put calls on the schedule during your time, and I don't like that. I want to stay consistent with my 3:30 time. It's an odd time on the weekend because typically if I'm like chilling, I'm in the bed, right? But this is something that I want to commit to and that I'm going to commit to. So I'm really excited you're here with me. So, hey, Judy. Oh my gosh, Judy, I did not call you back. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh, I did not call you back. I love you. We definitely have to catch up. So many things have been taking place. So many great changes, and so we definitely need to check up. So first, let me turn my microwave off because I don't want y'all to be over here. I see people on the internet all the time. They be like, they didn't turn their alarm off or something like that. Their smoke detector. Y'all not doing me like that. My smoke detector is definitely, definitely functional, but it's not going off or anything like that. So I'm glad y'all got a chance to come in. I was trying to give everybody a chance to come on in, and it's our time. And so it's day two, and we are in our 90-day lock-in challenge. And you already know I'm fired up because I was here this morning talking about how fired up I am about the 90-day lock-in. And how we are really committing to leveling up in our career life and our business. We're committing to deciding, making a choice, deciding like this is something I'm going to do. This is something that I want to work on. This version of myself is good, but not acceptable. And so I'm ready to level up and move to the next phase, right? And because I know in 90 days I want to look, now it's like 87. I mean 90, 98, 98, yeah, 98, 97. But I know, this 90-day lock-in is about January 1, me showing up as a different version of myself, a better version, a more evolved version of myself. And for me, this is something that I'm really committed to, right? Because like I said, there are a lot of things I do really amazing, and there are a lot of things I don't do so amazing. And sometimes I need help just like you all do, in your own way. I have a coach and I need my coach to coach me, but just feeling the energy of other people experiencing the same thing I'm experiencing on my journey at the same time, I feel like it's like very important. And so right now I'm in a very vulnerable space. I'm not even going to lie to you. I'm in a very vulnerable space where I am uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable with who I'm showing up as. I'm uncomfortable with my life. Now, on the outside looking in, you come in, you might be saying, well, you're looking damn good to me. You got this, you're doing that, you hear this, all of that may look great to you, but I have my own standards for me. I've got my own standards about who I am, how I'm showing up, and how I'm living. It has nothing to do with anybody else out there and what their opinion of me is, or what I have and what I don't have. I have my own standards for me. And according to me and my standards, I desire to see a leveled up version of me. You know what I'm saying? I desire to see a better version of myself. And so this 90-day lock-in is like, who else is on this mission with me? Like who else has the same feeling? Like I need to be around people who are locked in like me. I'm not even going to lie to you. I need to be around people who are locked in like me. I don't want to go out. Don't call me. I don't want to hang out. Don't call me. No, I don't want to travel. Like, what are you doing to level up? How are you leveling up? How are you pouring into you? Like that's where I'm at right now. And like most of my friends are not there. Most of my friends are like, girl, let's go. And I'm like, I love y'all, but I can't be there with y'all right now. I really, 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 really need to be in a different space and a different time, and with a different group of people right now. And so, this 90-day lock-in is about me connecting with people who want feeling that same energy, who really just wants to be locked in too. And because then I feel like we're vibrating on the same frequency. And that's what I'm looking for. That's why I'm kind of going live in public with this. But at the same time, it'll give me an ability to like do what I love to do the most, which is help people. So I'm excited y'all on this journey with me. Hey, Tony. My Tony is here with me. I love that. And Judy said, I need to be locked in too. Yes. Let's get this thing, y'all. We got to get this. Sometimes you just need a little support. You want to do this? You said you called me and emailed me. When? Don't email me, girl. I get too many emails. You text me, though. You always text me. You know what I'm saying? Send me a text message. What is this? What am I doing right? I don't know what she asked. That's so cute. What else we got? I need to be locked in too. Let's do it. What else we got? Supposed to be further. I bought your products years ago and just now locking in, but this run is different. Yeah. And sometimes it takes 1 or 2 rounds before you get it. Like my daughter, I know y'all probably heard me say this 1,000 times, but I don't have a lot of stories. I only got a few in my little lifetime. But my daughter, she went to learn how to write a movie scripts at one point. And I'll never forget that she had wrote this like amazing script, and they told her, it was at UCLA and she was in high school, and they told her to kill her baby. She's like, what? They told her, you gotta, when you think you've written the best thing, get rid of it and start over and write it again. And then do it again and then do it again until you get the best version of yourself. It was so many metaphors in that for me. I'm not even going to lie. It was so many metaphors. For her, she got it too, but it was in relation to what she was doing. But I also saw that in a lot of different things. Like when I build technology, sometimes the first app or the first platform that I build, no matter how much work and time I put into it, it don't be the right one. It falls apart, something's not right. And I'm like, man, I got to start over, scrap it. And the next one, it's like, dang, I'm so glad I did that. I realized that me scrapping it allowed me to create the next version, which was 10 times better than the first version, right? So sometimes it's not even about giving up. Sometimes it's more about having an experience, allowing that experience to evolve so that you can have lessons, so you can learn, so you can fail, so you can succeed, take that back, analyze it a little bit, and then bring it back to the forefront and do it again. So don't beat yourself up. Everything happens in its own time. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's journey is different. That's why you just gotta find these little spits of time where you locking in. Like that's why we locking in. I'm serious. Like you gotta, dedicate that, but don't beat yourself up because you did good. You back at it again. You didn't give up. And that's the point. You do not give up no matter what. Don't give up. You know what I'm saying? I'm so excited for this last quarter. I am excited too. I'm not even going to tell you a story. I am so freaking fired up. Oh God. Like, listen, like yesterday when I was in here talking, like my guy was here and he was sitting in the back, but he's doing stuff. So like he's got his own business. So I'm never thinking that he's like tapped into anything I'm doing. And so I was so full of energy when I left. And so we left and he was like, I really like your energy. I was like, oh my God, I didn't even know you felt it. But I was so fired up yesterday. Like I'm fired up today, but I just wanted to tell you that even he felt that energy yesterday. So I am definitely excited for this next quarter. Like I just finished school. I finished class because I took my first what was the first exam? It's not the full exam. The way the school works is you take like two before you take the final. So I passed the first one, and then I have a second one that I'm taking the classes for now. And then you wait a little while, and then you go get the final exam, right? You do the final exam. So that's the one that I take at the end of the year. But as soon as I get done with this one, I'm going to go get my license in another state. I want to build kind of like a brokerage across the country. And I've started asking some of my clients that I really love, like, you should go get your license. And then one of them, she agreed so far. So I don't know, fingers crossed, but I thought, I just really want to build my network. This is about my 90-day lock-in too, but I really want to build my network in a real intentional way. Do you want to build your network in an intentional way? I think that would be a good idea because I've been watching all these. Thank you so much. I've been watching these videos that I should probably share with you all, about like just how AI is evolving and how all the jobs are going to evolve. That you're going to either be in like some type of AI. That's what they're basically saying. You're either going to have some type of AI role, or you're gonna have to own a business. Well, most people aren't really entrepreneurs. Most people are employees. So I don't know. We're gonna have to see. Now I got excited. Then I started thinking about, okay, how can we teach people to become entrepreneurs? But everybody's not meant to be an entrepreneur. We already know that. And so I don't know what made me tell you that. I went off on a tangent, but it was something she said. I'm excited for this as a writer. A long time ago. I don't know. I don't went on a tangent. I'm sorry. If you can remind me, put me back in. This is this older age catching up with me. And hold on. Right now I've been doing well, but it's time to go into beast mode. Please send me a number again. Okay, yes, Courtney, of course. I definitely will. And you know what? And it's thank you. And everything's on the website as well. But listen, I want you to register because that's the first thing. That's the best thing to do first, right? So let me send you the link. I think it's in the YouTube piece thing at the top. But let me send you the link. I want you to register. And just so you know, the registration should be working appropriately. Registration should be working. So when you go in and you sign up for your free account, now you should be able to get inside your account and be able to see your registration and all of that stuff. Even though, like I said, I'm really coming in live. I'm playing with y'all live. We getting fired up live. I'm a live girl. I'm not really a pre-recorded kind of chick. So, wait, I'm gonna get you the link. And so, yes. So today, some of the things I want to talk about, I'm not going to have time to talk about because I really need an hour. Y'all already know I'm very long-winded. And so I'm going to have to push that one to tomorrow when I don't have any clients. I got a client right behind y'all. And it's just not going to be enough time for me to pull the layers back the way I want to pull the layers back. So I don't know if I'm going to push it to tomorrow morning and do it during our morning motivation. I might go back on live after my last client, but some of y'all might be asleep. So I don't know how that's going to go. But I know that I really want to sit down and break down the money part. I don't want to rush through that. I don't have a desire to rush through that. We got 90 days. So I'm not in a space where I want to rush through anything at all. I want to say that. What I do want to know is, one, did y'all take your picture yesterday? Because I definitely took my pictures yesterday because we want to see how we look different in 90 days. So make sure that you took your picture. If you didn't, you just take your little selfie real quick. You don't need nothing super crazy amazing, right? You just want to take a picture. And I would like a full picture and a face picture so you can just get an idea. So we want to see how you look today versus how you look in 90 days, okay? So that's the first thing. The second thing is, did you create your vision? Did you create your vision for exactly who you want to show up as in 90 days? Okay. And so Tony said she did. She said she took the I can't wait for the transformation. So Tony took her picture. So TikTok, Tony, we're on YouTube as well. Tony took her picture. TikTok, go to events.unleashyourideas.com and you can go there to register. It's free. So it's not, you don't have to pull your credit card out at all or anything like that. And it's just a 90-day challenge to level up. So you level up your career, business, life, we unlocking, we level up financially, 0 to 10K, 10K to 25K, 25K to 50K, level up in the body, mind, soul, spirit. Woo! Me fired up, you fired up. Y'all know how I go. It's not a game. Okay. All right, Jillian. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Sign up for this lock-in. It is never too late. Okay. It's never too late. We have a lot of cool things coming up. Okay, so when we meet tomorrow to this evening, the next time we meet, whenever that is, I really want to go through, because I got a PowerPoint with y'all. Y'all know I got a PowerPoint every day. And I want to go back through the numbers. Yesterday, we talked about 5 categories that where we can make money, right? Because we're on our 10K blueprint happens every day, along with all the other things that we have going on. And we talked about it being 5 categories that you can make money in. With the first one, I'm going to pull the sheet out so we can go back to the sheet. But the first one was digital products, right? And so in your mind, we on the sheet that we had, the goal was for you to go in and I'm pulling the sheet up, y'all. Give me 1 second. The goal was for you to go in and to define all the things that you know in a specific space, in a specific area, right? So knowledge, right? So it doesn't matter what it is. Don't think something stupid or not. It can be anything. What knowledge, KNOWLEDG, do you have that maybe, that you feel like you know best or you know very well? Okay, I found my sheet finally. This was the figure out and focus on worksheet. I'm going to share the worksheet again. So if you didn't get it yesterday, you can have the worksheet. I think I'm going to kind of add it to Unleash Your Ideas, but we'll see. I just added it in the chat, so you can go in. You got to have a Gmail account so you can make a copy and get a copy of it. But that's your figure out focus on worksheet, right? And that worksheet, we're trying to figure out what we do best, right? Or what do we know, and how we're going to get to 0 to 10K this month, over the next 90 days. It could be this month for some of you. If you're already at your 10K a month, you're trying to get to 25K, if you're already at 25K, 50K, if you're already at 50K, whatever your next milestone is, okay? Whatever your next milestone is. And you can really do that more organically today, I feel like, than ever in the past, right? But I don't want us to just be about, leveling up financially. That's definitely one of the bigger goals. For me, it is, for sure. I ain't even going bullshit. I ain't gonna lie. That's definitely one of my bigger goals, right? But the goal is not just to level up from a financial aspect, but to also level up from a mental, emotional. I'm going to keep repeating that, because you can have all the money in the world, but if you messed up in the heart, mind, soul, and the brain, what you really doing? How you really winning? Just keeping it real. I'm gonna share my screen. Share my screen. Okay, yeah. All right. So this is the worksheet. This is what it looks like. Oh wait, let me see. I think that add to stage. There we go. And now this one, I think you can see it now. That's the worksheet. I'm going to pull you up on my YouTube, on my other phone as well. And that worksheet, I want you to grab it. View my channel. She's live. Let's see. Right there. Okay. And let me turn me down, because I'll start talking. Okay, perfect. Okay, yeah, great. So no, that didn't work. Okay, yes. All right, great. So we got the worksheet up. So you're going to get your worksheet, and we're going to figure out knowledge, services, tech, content, and physical. And that's kind of the blueprint, to be honest with you. That's really like your blueprint. You want to start with a knowledge product, and you see it all over the internet. You see it everywhere. And I'm telling you, this is the reason why is because it's the easiest way to start. Now, if you're shy like me, don't laugh. But if you are shy like me, do not laugh. But if you're shy like me, You might be somebody's like, D, but I don't want to get online. I don't want to be the one to have to promote things and show my face and different things like that. And I understand that. And in many ways, you won't have to, depending on what we decide that you're going to build, right? What you're going to create. It really just depends. So I don't want you to figure out all the reasons why you can't do something or what's not going to work, right? Don't worry about that. I want you to more focus on what you know so that we can get you to the point of where you want to be. And luckily, when I used to do these workshops, everything was like literally manual, which I don't have a problem with because I love using my brain and my critical thinking. But we have AI to kind of help expand that right now if we want. And if you know how to use AI in the right way, then you can get a lot of different responses than what the average person would get using AI. So we'll dive into those things as well. But I'm taking you on a journey. You already know. If you've been in any of my classes, any of my workshops, you've ever been hanging out with me, you already know that I'm never just starting from a space or a place. I'm always taking you on a journey. If you know that we have 90 days to accomplish something, that I'm going to have things in place over the next 90 days that are going to ensure that we actually get there. Hello. Okay. And so right now we've got to figure out what your focus is going to be to get there, right? The financial piece, what's the focus? So your homework, I want to make sure if you're just coming in, knowledge, what do you know? I don't care what it is, good, bad, and different. Okay. Don't worry about what you're going to sell or anything like that. We just creating a list right now, what you know, things that you feel like you know very well. You don't have to be the person that knows it better than the next person. Although I do want what's on that list as well, but you need to list, just write down every freaking thing you feel like you know. If it's 2 things, cool. If it's 20 things, great. Judy, you know I am shy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why you teasing me. I'm very shy. Get it together now. Don't be teasing me. Just because I'm just love what I do more than I'm afraid to put myself out there. But yes, of course, I've always been shy. I don't know why she teasing me like that. So right, what do you know? So we're talking about like for me, and I always use myself as an example just to give you an idea. There are like so many different facets of D. Williams, right? So they're the things that I'm passionate about. Like I love my children and raising my children. I think I was a really good parent and I did really well as a parent. So that would be an area that I would feel comfortable with guiding somebody or talking to somebody, about something like that. I'm super resilient. Like things happen to me all the time that the average person would never be able to handle. And I know that factually. So it's like, oh, that's something I could probably talk about. But I also, am a master brander, and taking a small business and making them look like a big brand. I can do that. So that's something that I have knowledge on. But I also know all the best anime where you know where you can get all the best anime, right? So I have that list up under my belt. Don't laugh at me, but that's something that's also very valid, right? So I'm just trying to show you that it doesn't matter if it's something that seems like important or plausible or not. It's all about you having the knowledge, right? So identify what is that knowledge? What do I know? And just bullet point all the things that you know. And then what we'll do over the next couple of days is we'll start narrowing that list down and start focusing on what is going to make you the money now and over the next 90 days. We have to build relationships with people. So we have to start in this knowledge space, letting them know that, hey, we know what we're talking about. We know exactly in the direction that we want to go into, right? Very, 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 very important. So this first step is one of the most important steps you can do right now. You got to sit down and write your list out. What do I know? What do I think I know? What do I know good? And don't just keep it around work. Okay. It's got to be around more than just work. If people always come to you for something, you know that. If you're really good at something, then you know that. If you're known for something, you know that. When I used to go to church, there was a lady in there, she could cook her little tail off. I mean, a lot of them could cook it in, but she could cook certain things. She knew how to make them potato salads and the mashed potatoes and you know what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter what it is. It's just what you know best. I want you to write that list out. Let's make that real. And then let's come together. And the next thing I'm going to do is we're going to show you how to turn it into dollars, right? To how to figure out what's going to be the top 1, 2, 3 things that you want to do, and really, really turn that into something that can be tangible and something that can turn financial over the next 90 days with very little finances. I'll be honest with you. You don't really cost you a lot of money to actually build something out that's going to actually generate revenue. You just have to build something that's solid, like that's real. And I would say that whatever the 3 things are that we want to choose, that we're going to narrow things down to, we want to make sure that they kind of go together, right? We want to try to make sure they go together or in some way can formulate together. Like, for example, I do staffing, right? Executive search and real estate go together, believe it or not. Those are 2 totally different areas of business. But if you are an executive search recruiter and you're also a real estate agent, you could really make some magic happen. They actually go together. And then that 3rd thing, I don't know what that 3rd thing is, but maybe it's whatever. Maybe it's technology, or maybe it's, whatever the case may be. But 3 separate models, 3 separate businesses, 3 separate specialties, but they all correlate together. So that's the next step, is like, let's pick 3 that we feel like go together. It could be just 1, it could be 2, it could be 3, but we want to be able to see how to put the pieces together to actually build the empire out. These are the foundational steps to make that happen. So I just want to throw that out there. Hold on one second. Let's see. I got a question. I wanted to get this question on here. Is how hard is it to build a SaaS product? I know you've been building out tech products for years. I have. And now it's definitely a lot easier than what it was years ago. Like, when I first started building tech products, I was spending $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 in real life, like on technology, with not seeing my ROI immediately. And I learned a lot. I made a lot of mistakes, and I did a lot of things great, but I definitely made a lot of mistakes. Now my tech products make money, and I'm able to build them a lot differently. I also feel like with the emergence of AI, it has made things a little bit easier. Whereas if you don't necessarily need a team to unleash your ideas initially, but most of the technology that's out there right now, this AI driven, is really it only gets you to a certain point before you still need that team, right? So, but it's a starting point. And I've got a workshop coming up that that I'm going to show everybody how to tap into it if you haven't gotten into it right now. Yes, it's so funny you said, I remember the app you were building. Yes, it was the Mo Plan Do app, which failed. That actually failed. And I ended up building another app, which ended up being a whole platform, which was Reskillify. And I incorporated the functionality from Mo Plan Do into Reskillify, which is successful. So Reskillify is still up and functional, clients and all of those things. So that's where I had to scrap my baby, right? And start all over again. That's a great example. Thank you, Stephanie. That's an amazing example. So we have over 5,000 users on Reskillify. And Reskillify has many different pathways on there, but I actually want to scrap Reskillify, believe it or not, and build something else in replace of it, and use Reskillify to help people reskill in the AI space specifically. And but I put so much behind, like search engine optimization and building the team out and just doing all those things that, that's not something you just decide on just like that. That's not like a decision you make just like that. Oh, I gotta go. I got a client. I can't play with y'all. I got a client. I got work. She's gonna be like, Dio, we logging in. If she's not watching. But Tuesday, I was so exhausted, y'all. I sat on the side of my bed right after I went live with y'all, rescheduled my client for a couple of minutes later, woke up 4 hours later, like crash. So I'll be back tomorrow, same time. I don't have any clients tomorrow. And I'll probably do the reminder in the morning as well, just to get you fired up and everything like that. But tomorrow we can really sit down with the PowerPoint and just put an hour in and just really build out. So make sure you have your list of knowledge skills, the things that you know, so that we can define what's gonna be the top 3 that we're gonna utilize. And from those top 3, we're gonna start building out the 10K plan, 10K plus a month plan. Okay. I love y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow. Make sure you join the 90-day lock-in. It's free. You can register at events.unleashyourideas.com. You'll see the 90-day lock-in. And I see y'all tomorrow. Love y'all. Have a great day. Bye. Let me just see.
Unleash your ideas. No time to wait. Build your dream. Don't let it escape. From the vision to the code, from the thought to the sale, you've got the fire. Now set your trail. Cause empires rise where ideas ignite. This is your moment. This is your life.